Here we go, content connoisseurs. We finally have something a little bit more on the collectible side when it comes to something game related. So here we have essentially what is the deluxe edition of Metal Slug Tactics. So I want to call it like the Commander edition, but I think it's something more like long and drawn out, like Commanding Officer edition. So here we go. This is actually based on a game that released a year ago. It took them that long to do the production of all the physical goodies that are inside. So yeah, it's been a long wait for this one. We've actually played this on the Rec Room and then got stalled out based on some bugs. So I'm actually looking forward to firing this up again once we get a chance. But this is the first time we've had something gaming related that is not just opening the case and cover. So this will be kind of cool. See what we got in here. There we go. There's the plastic-free view. And let's see what is inside. Looks like we may still have an extra seal here. Maybe not. I don't want to tear anything if I don't have to. There we go. No seal. There we go. Let's see. All right. We got some stuff already visible off the top here. There we go. A little bit of a divider in there. So first thing we got is a keychain, acrylic. It's got multiple layers. No, it's not multiple layers, but it looks like it's layered. The way they've got Marco in front and then Tarma's on the Metal Slug with the Ari and Fio on the side. Pretty cool. It says don't forget to peel the liner. So apparently it's got a protective piece of plastic over it. I guess that's a good thing. So here's something you don't see very often anymore. Check that out. We actually got a physical CD for the soundtrack. So I think this is probably one of the more pressing things that should be in games. But of course, a lot of the digital ones do this. At least you can get the MP3 downloads. So that's quite the hefty track. And this is done by the same guy who did the track for Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge. So that's pretty cool. Definitely a solid element. And then looks like a poster's here. So this is reminiscent of the days where you get posters in your video game magazines, but the thing is, it's a smaller size, and it's got all the folds in it, so you can't quite do so much. Like, so what I'm going to do here, let me see if I can, I don't know if it'll let me widen on the fly. Nope, that didn't work. So anyway, so here's the poster. So, oh, it's dual-sided too. Check that out. See, I like this side a little bit better. So you've got actually a construction scene of the Metal Slug going on there. I like that one. Because the front one actually has, the logos and everything. So not quite as decorative, so we'll have to figure out a solution for that. Maybe it'll make its way into the studio. So next, we got the game in there. We'll probably do the game last, but there is another really cool one that is going to take a little explanation here. So I think we've got everything in the box. So the box looks empty now. I think we can use that for a little more display. So I think this is the limited edition card. So it says 192 out of 255. So not like I was the quickest, but not like I was the slowest in terms of pre-ordering there. I thought there were stickers. If there's no stickers, I'll take a look. Maybe they're inside the case. Have to double check. Stickers not usually that big of a deal, unless for some reason they're on something else. Okay, so here's the cool one. So this is kind of the thing that pushed me over the edge, because I don't care so much about keychains and posters. I want something a little bit more tangible, because we've had so many collector's editions which have had just mediocre stuff. Perhaps this might have been one of the ones that compelled it taking so long. We've got, it's got seals on it. Let's do one of these here. It's got a full metal replica of the Metal Slug unit. So I guess we got to do at least 3 corners here. There we go. And it needed the protection. So this thing is heavy. So there we go. It's definitely got some pieces that more prone to damage and shipping if it didn't have the protection around it. But yeah, they've even done the definition on the treads, the guns, the side pieces. So definitely excellent. And this is one of the ones even though it's not very big, this thing's still gonna be a cool addition to the studio. So that was one of the pushing over the edge for doing the collectors instead of the standard edition. So, all right, I guess next up we got the actual game itself. So I don't think there's gonna be too much of a surprise here, but it's nice that a year after the game's released, I finally have a physical edition. Nobody gets too fancy on the spine anymore. A lot of blank backgrounds with text. So here we go. Let's see if I put stickers or anything in here. If not, we'll just have to contact and see if there's anything missing. If not the end of the world. But still, you would hope after a year's wait you wouldn't be missing anything. All right, here we go. Cool, stickers are inside. How about that? So, and the cover even has, I'm looking at the inside cover here. It's got the same artwork from the poster. There we go, physical edition. It's got the same artwork with a little bit more detail from the background as the keychain. And then, on top of that, there's the stickers. So it looks like they did a bit of a split. So they've got just the Metal Slug with Tarma and Fio, and then you got Marco runs solo area off to the side here, and then you've got the Metal Slug logo, or Tactics logo, and then there's a better view of the artwork that's on the poster. So you'd have just a little bit of a fold here, and obviously it's a little bit smaller in size, but looks like everything's here. So hopefully we should be starting this up on the Rec Room here once again, going for a Season 2, because we did not get to finish. But there we go. So we've got title, soundtrack, we got the certificate of authenticity, keychain, and of course the Metal Slug in the, oh yeah, don't forget the poster there. I can't quite see all that, but there we go. So we got a new collectible all set. So hope you enjoyed. Thanks.